The Savior told me, say, don't depend on fighting them with that. You don't need no gun. And the Savior told me, say, the forces of nature against him, he got no defense. He can't fight that. And you ought to take the message to the people that I give to you.
I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the wind. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the rain. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the sleet, the snow, the heat, the cold. I'll fight you. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. If you want to change your destiny, I'm just a warner, you better listen to me. Do justice to others, that's the answer. Come into the light of truth, it can solve all your problems. I'm just a reminder, if you don't do what I say, then there is no other way. He told me to tell you, I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the wind. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the rain. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the sleet, the snow, the hurricane. I'll fight you. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. Now you think you can take the earth and do what you want to do with it? You're destroying the birds in the air, killing the fish in the sea, babies in the womb, killing them before they're born. You like playing with people's lives, confusing their minds, but I'm here to tell you, you've run out of time. He told me, I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the wind. I'll fight you. I'll fight you with the rain. He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight like that. You like to make life miserable. You like to oppress. Look at what you've done. You've got the whole world in a mess. But this revolution won't be televised. You won't be happy till the whole world's on fire, fire, fire. I fight like that. I fight like that. I fight with the wind. I fight with the rain. I fight with the hail, the snow, the hurricane. I fight like that. 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 Somebody told me. I fight like that. I fight like that.
Welcome back to Crypto Live Leak, and today we're going to discuss what is a stablecoin.
I could care less about Bitcoin. I don't know why I said anything about it.
So what is a stablecoin? Stablecoins are price-stable cryptocurrencies, meaning the market price of the stablecoin is pegged to another stable asset like the US dollar. For example, Bitcoin and Ethereum are two of the dominant cryptocurrencies, but their prices are very volatile. Speculation on cryptocurrencies can fuel this volatility. In the long run, this hinders real-world adoption. Businesses and consumers do not want to be exposed to the unnecessary currency risk when transacting in cryptocurrencies locally. You can't pay someone a salary in Bitcoin if their purchasing power of their wages keeps fluctuating. Cryptocurrency volatility also hinders numerous other applications that require price-stable assets. And of course, there's the majority of people who don't want to speculate. They just want to store and use money on a censorship-resistant ledger using blockchain technology. The idea of a price-stable cryptocurrency has been in the air for a long time. Because of all these reasons stated, it has been thought of as the holy grail of cryptocurrencies, something that's price-stable. At a high level, there are three types of stablecoins: fiat collateralized coins, crypto collateralized coins, and non-collateralized coins. A fiat collateralized stablecoin is a cryptocurrency that is backed by real-world currency like the US dollar that works by depositing dollars into a bank account and issuing stablecoins in a 1-to-1 ratio against those dollars. When a user wants to liquidate their stablecoins back into USD, you destroy their stablecoins, taking it out of circulation, and wire them US dollar. In this case, we could associate our example with Tether. This asset should definitely trade at $1. It is less a peg than just a digital representation of a dollar. Some examples of this type of stablecoin are again Tether and Ture USD. Another example of a company pursuing this model is the JPM coin, recently introduced the JP Morgan coin. This is the simplest type of stablecoin, which is a great advantage both helping people to understand how it works and implementing the solutions that we discussed. It is also 100% price stable because of each coin there is $1 in the reserve bank account that can be redeemed at any time. And perhaps most importantly, it's less vulnerable to hacks because this collateral is held within the traditional banking system. Nothing is actually held on the blockchain. Fiat collateralized stablecoins are inherently centralized because they need a trusted custodian to store the real money. Otherwise, they will be vulnerable to theft. You also need to have auditors who will periodically check on the custodians and make sure their bank accounts have enough money stored in the reserves. The centralization aspect of wiring back the US dollar amount if the stablecoin is redeemed can be slow and expensive as it implements the traditional banking system. Now next, we have the idea of crypto collateralized stablecoins. They operate in the same way as fiat-backed stablecoins, but are backed with reserves of another cryptocurrency, as opposed to the fiat currency like US dollar. This way, the entire system can live on the blockchain and remain decentralized. MakerDAO's DAI is the most prominent example of a crypto collateralized stablecoin. One major difference to note between fiat-backed stablecoins and crypto-backed stablecoins is the ratio between the collateral and the stablecoin, also known as the collateralization ratio. Because fiat currency is generally stable, we can use a 1-to-1 collateralization ratio, where for each coin, we have $1 stored in reserve. Using a 1-to-1 collateralization ratio for crypto-backed stablecoins, however, would make the stablecoin just as volatile, so collateral backing it, which would defeat the purpose. For this reason, crypto-backed stablecoins are over-collateralized, which means for every dollar of the stablecoin, there is more than $1 of cryptocurrency in reserve. The more volatile the cryptocurrency is, the higher this ratio would have to be to ensure that even if the price drops, there will still be $1 in reserve for every stablecoin in circulation. There are a lot of advantages to using a crypto-collateralized stablecoin. First and foremost, it is fully decentralized and can benefit from the inherent virtues of the blockchain. Stablecoins can be liquidated quickly and cheaply into the underlying crypto collateral with a simple blockchain transaction. The entire system is also very transparent. Everyone can easily inspect the history of transactions, the collateralization ratios of a particular crypto asset, and how much reserves actually exist in the system at a given time, compared to the fiat collateralized cryptocurrencies, which are inherently much more centralized and less transparent. For all they promise, however, crypto collateralized stablecoins still face some challenges. Having to deal with the volatility of the cryptocurrency market means that these stablecoins are not as price stable as the fiat-backed coins and can be auto-liquidated during a price crash of the underlying collateral, which would essentially mean that holders of the stablecoin would lose their collateral. Accounting for this volatility means having to over-collateralize, which ultimately makes for an inefficient use of capital, because for every dollar you put in, you can only take out the same percentage less than that dollar. Crypto collateralized coins are also rather complex in design and have to resort to very intricate and sometimes non-intuitive measures to ensure the stability, which makes their adoption more difficult. The last type of stablecoin is a non-collateralized stablecoin, and you can tell from the name, it aims to maintain stability without relying on a collateral in reserve. This might sound a bit odd, but it's not that crazy of an idea. In fact, fiat currencies have been able to do this for decades by using central banks to control the monetary supply. The total supply of these coins are determined by supply and demand. If there are more people who want a currency than there are units of that currency available, the price of that currency will go up, and vice versa. Central banks use this information to ensure a currency's price stable by printing new money when the price of a currency goes up and buying back and destroying money when the price of a currency goes down. Non-collateralized stablecoins want to do the same thing. By coding logic into smart contracts, they can perform the functions of a central bank. These smart contracts will use oracles to monitor the price of the stablecoin on exchanges and will create new coins when the price goes up and buy back and destroy coins when the price goes down. Currently, the most promising project in this category is Basis. A non-collateralized coin is independent from all other currencies. Even if the US dollar and Ether collapse, a non-collateralized coin could survive them as a stable store of value. Unlike the central banks of nation-states, a non-collateralized stablecoin would have to preserve incentives to inflate or deflate the currency. Its algorithm would have one global mandate: stability. This is an exciting possibility, and if it succeeds, a non-collateralized stablecoin could radically change the world. But if it fails, it would be even more catastrophic, as there would be no collateral to liquidate the coin back into, and the coin would almost certainly crash to zero. This system also has some inherent complexities and can be rather opaque and difficult to analyze. Most importantly though, it relies on faith and its stability to continually grow, just like national fiat currencies do, which makes it very difficult to adopt at this early stage when faith in cryptocurrencies themselves hasn't been solidified. Thank you for listening to today's video. I hope you learned more about what a stablecoin is and how they function. We would like to credit Block Geeks with the script for today's video, and we will put a link in the description below. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and Reddit, and also cryptoliveleak.org. Until next time, take care.
Hello, this is Dr. Greg Gary, April 29th in the year 2020. The title of today's presentation is The Gold Standard Retirement Strategy. First off, I want to tell you that I am not a financial planner, and I am attempting to represent the company called Karatbars in the best manner I can. This is a very, very exciting presentation, probably the most exciting presentation that I've ever done. Well, let's get started. Here's the purpose, here's the thesis of this important presentation. Karatbars has established a way to protect your wealth by converting devaluing paper currency into physical and digital gold assets in this time of crisis and beyond, and to have those assets generate an income without having to sell those assets. Let me go on to explain how that's going to happen. So, what are we doing? We are helping people convert their fiat non-gold-backed currency and their cryptocurrency into something called cash gold. That is a chip of gold embedded in that bill, and we have cards as well. Real gold, 999.9 currency grade LBMA gold, okay? Now, what do you do with that gold? Well, you can have it sent to your home. And why do we encourage people to do that? Because over history, whenever there were crises, those who owned gold got themselves either out of a mess or even prospered greatly because they had it. And people ask, what do I do with that gold? Well, you're going to be able to barter with it. Barter simply means trade, and we already have people using Karatbars gold for trading. If you want to liquidate it back into the fiat paper currency system, you can go to your local gold shop, or you can use the Karatbars system, or you can go online. It is easy to sell. So that's one track for your gold. Here's a second track, and this is an incredible opportunity. You can convert that cash gold into something called the UNV stable coin. Now, That is a cryptocurrency. For those of you who do not understand crypto yet, that's okay. Let me explain it like this. In the days of old, because money and gold and silver have always been money, by the way, for hundreds and hundreds of years, okay? In the days of old, when people started collecting too much gold or silver, they would go to the bank. The bank would give them a note, stamp it, sign it, and you would go around trading in notes. And the last person to have the note, who decided that they wanted to go back and get the real money, the real wealth, they would simply go to the bank and exchange the note for the gold. And that's how money was supposed to work. In fact, it worked that way up until 1971. 1971, Mr. Nixon said, we're going to temporarily suspend the gold backing of the dollar. It never ended up being temporary. It's been permanent since 1971. Now, the US dollar, being the reserve currency of the world, meant that all the other currencies were connected to that. So in essence, on that announcement, upon that announcement, the whole world went into a non-gold-backed currency system, a paper currency system. And the problem with that is that governments are printing money. They're out of control. USA, European Union, China, and on it goes. So it is important for people to get into gold. Now, I said as of the days of old, here we are again. So what are we doing? You are converting your real gold into a gold crypto. Something in the crypto world is called a stable coin. And that is the great news. So instead of the notes representing the wealth, you've got a digital currency or a digital asset. And we're going to be putting gold into a vault, and you're going to have the ability to earn an income off of the gold in your vault. That's right. You're going to be able to earn an income off of the gold, off of those UNVs. And we are in a time of history where those who are first to get to this coin are going to benefit for the rest of their lives, and it's also willable. And this is how we create generational wealth. This is what the rich have done for generations, and now we, the people, can do it. And it doesn't matter how little or how much you have in that vault, you can benefit from it. You can then take that and reinvest it, or you can liquidate it and get it back into the fiat currency system, if you like, on what we have called a debit card. Isn't that incredible? Just digest that for a minute. Here's a third way you can go. You can convert it into a KBC cryptocurrency utility coin. And that coin is used in the entire ecosystem that's been developed. We have a gold mine, we have a bank, we have our own blockchain, we have a K-merchant system that can receive both crypto and gold. And the gas, or the coin that's used to run this whole system, is called the KBC coin. Now, for those of you who may have been harmed in this current financial crisis and lost a part of your portfolio, perhaps this can be a way that you can retrieve those lost assets. You see, in the world of stocks, if you get a 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% gain in a year, that's pretty great. But in the world of crypto, we talk about hundreds of percents of increase. Now look, I don't have a crystal ball, but our KBC coin has already gone to 15 cents. Forbes magazine calls it the top 10 coins to watch for in 2020. Why? Because we're a 10-year established company that has never missed a gold shipment, that has always kept its promises. And so there's a strong belief in the industry that this KBC coin is going to rise significantly. So watch for your own Bitcoin story in this entity. So what can you do? You can also take, for those of you who already have KBC coins, you can take those coins and convert them into the UNV stable coin. That is a great opportunity for those of you who currently have the KBC coins. Or you can take some of your KBC coins and once again, you can liquidate it. So now I'm going to show you why it's the KBC coin is going to do very well in the days to come. Now, for those of you who own stocks, you go to the stock market and you're able to look at all the stocks available on the board. There's just hundreds and thousands of them. Well, in the world of crypto, you can do the same thing. So you can go to something called coinmarketcap.com, and there you will see all the cryptos of the world listed. You'll see their volume, you'll see their market cap, and you'll see their name as per the picture in this slide. Okay, now let's back that up just one minute here. So look at Bitcoin. Now, if you don't know about cryptocurrency yet, that's okay. You can get educated. I knew nothing 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So Bitcoin has Bitcoin is like the US dollar of cryptos, okay? It's the biggest and the largest coin out there. So look at the trading volume, okay? So 32 billion US dollars were traded in Bitcoin. That's in a 24-hour period, okay? Now that's pretty small on the PowerPoint here. I'll just make it bigger, okay? Now, cryptocurrencies are very volatile. You can make huge gains, but you can also get huge losses. So a category of coin called the stablecoin was developed. And the most popular one is called the USDT, or the Tether. And what people do is they park their cryptocurrencies when they're not trading into a stable coin. And that way they are protected from volatility. Well, let's look at what the US Tether did in volume on this particular day. Now, this was about 5 days ago, okay? $44 billion. $44 billion went in and out of Tether in a 24-hour period. So what's happening? People, Bitcoin is in this format here is the symbol for all cryptos, okay? So cryptos, they went into the Tether and they went back out into another cryptocurrency in the trading platform, okay? Now, 45 billion, and we're going to use a conservative service fee, okay? A trading fee of 0.25%. That's 0.0025 multiplier. And that comes out to $112 million in service fees in a 24-hour period. Now, how about multiplying that by 365? You do the math, okay? Now, let's look at the possibility, because it's not out yet, it's coming out in June, the possibility of the UNV stablecoin, okay? Now let's do our own insertion here of the UNV. And for a ton of gold, there's going to be 10 million coins because they represent 1/10 of a gram each, all right? So there's the UNV, stable coin. So how is it going to work? The cryptocurrencies are going to go into the stable coin, the UNV stable coin, and they're going to be trading in and out. So let's say out of that $45 billion, Karatbars just took a mere 1% of it. Okay? Now, by the way, question. It's called a stable coin. You answer the question yourself. Is the US dollar stable, and will it be stable in the days to come? Second question. Is gold stable, and will it be stable in the days to come? Study Mike Maloney and others. You'll find out the answer is yes. In fact, you're going to see it go up. Okay, now, let's do the multiplier on that $450 million. Ready? Times 0.25%, 0.0025, and you get $1,125,000 worth of, oh, I didn't tell you. What are we trading with? What does it cost to trade in the UNV stablecoin? It costs KBC coins. So over $1 million worth of KBC fees in a single 24-hour period. So you know about supply and demand. What do you think is going to happen to the value of that KBC coin? Think about that. On top of this, now this is the powerhouse right now, but on top of this, our technical products, our voice over blockchain K1 phone and our WIM computer are going to run. The fees for that are going to be KBCs. Our K merchant platform, where you'll be able to use our whole system with companies and businesses around the world, that too runs on KBCs. Again, I ask, what do you think is going to happen to KBC? Well, the thesis of this presentation was Karatbars has established a way to protect your wealth by converting devaluing paper currency into physical and digital gold assets in this time of crisis and beyond, and to have those assets generate an income. Yes, generate an income without having to sell those assets. So can you now see how Karatbars has created a gold standard retirement strategy? This truly can be your golden path to freedom. Please get back to the person who sent you this information and get your questions answered. This has been Dr. Greg Gary. God bless you.
Ready for Evolution, welcome, and thank you for your patience with the jumping through platforms here at the, I was about to say the gold is gold. Well, it is, but class is in session. So I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, and I welcome you to another opportunity to share this magnificent presentation. You just heard from Brother Greg Gary in his presentation, and he's going to join us in a few days, both between this platform as well as the Gold is Gold shows. So be ready for that. We will keep you abreast. It's a very important time. So for those who don't know, who will see this stream, understand that Karatbars has established a way to protect your wealth by converting devaluing paper currency into physical and digital gold assets, to be exact, in this time of crisis and beyond, and to have those great assets generated an income without having to sell those assets. That's a key portion. Many people have asked, well, how do I get a hold of it? How do I convert it? How do I make the money? How do I sell my gold? You don't sell your gold. This is not a consumer process. This is a wealth legacy building process. And as a result, the more you accumulate, the more you'll be able to live off of the value and the growth of its stability. However, in our ecosystem, we are the only ones, the only providers on the planet, Karatbars International, the only providers on the planet that can give you a complete ecosystem that has embedded in it a pure, safe, secure retirement plan. So you can retire your job, you can retire your employer, you can retire your boss. Maybe you can do it in a couple of months. Maybe you can do it in a year. Maybe you're only 20. Maybe you're only 40 or 50. Maybe you beat the curve, you flattened the curve of poverty by following this magnificent program. So if you're not a part of it, I urge you, as Dr. Greg Gary said, please get back to one who has introduced the opportunity to you and let them know you're ready to get started, okay? Housekeeping rules. Have you paid yourself first lately? Family, this is a beautiful time in the week. Every day is a beautiful day. If you can, not if, invest in yourself, exchange that declining paper dollar for gold. Get you 1/10 of a gram of gold today. Get you a 5-gram card today. Get you whatever you can that will serve the purpose of building a wealth legacy for those darling babies that you have coming in the future, the ones you have with you now, the ones who will eventually have children. We're talking about generational wealth, and we are in position today to make that happen. All right. So our presentation to you today is rooted in understanding the stable coin and understanding it as it relates to us in the world of Karatbars International, as it relates to us as Karatbars affiliates, as it relates to a new world order, and a new norm. We're ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. So there are a couple more housekeeping rules. Number one, mark your calendar. Tuesday, the 26th of May, launches our 90-day run to wealth. Our 90-day run to wealth will consist of setting yourselves up for success, working from a budget, investing in your future, amassing wealth through the process of the Millionaire Secret, paying yourself first. We're very excited about what we put together for this run. It begins on the 26th. You'll learn more about how you can be a part of it, and you're going to learn some very particular plans surrounding it before we close out today. Okay, so here's where you subscribe or register for this 90-day run. You text 404-246-5708, 404-246-5708. You're going to text your full name, your email address, and the message 90. Your full name, email address, and the message 90. You're going to text that to 404-246-5708. Share that far and wide. Now, let's delve into what Dr. Jerry has given us, Greg Jerry. Okay. I muck up his name. I feel like Brother Carlito. My brother Carlito can murder a name, and I think I'm growing into those footsteps. Okay, subscribe to the Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel. That's very important and critical to the success of the platform, as well as your success in your wealth building activities. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that with the cadre of people, of wealth builders, of experts who will join us day to day to assist us in getting what we need. All right. So I'm going to grab my little spotlight, my annotating tool, and I'm going to walk you through some of what Brother Greg shared with us. Okay. Let's start here. That trading cash or BTC, which is Bitcoin, for cash gold. All right. If you don't know this process, that's part of the first week of the 90-day run to wealth. So you're going to see that in the process, but we trade our cash or BTC, we exchange it for cash gold. This is gold, folks. Make no mistake about it. It has a powerful legend. I'm going to go to the upper room and show you what it means for us in our households. You exchange for cash gold like I urge you to do today. You know, that gold is delivered by FedEx. We are the number one provider as a client to FedEx. We're the number one client to FedEx, and we are the world's largest provider of gold in small, affordable, friendly weights. And we are the only providers in the world of cash gold, not ETFs, physical gold, digital gold. All right, so it's deliverable through FedEx. You should have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in your home of cash gold, particularly as this climate grows. Now, Dr. Seiss, he said 3 months, and then he said a year at some point. I do remember him saying 3 months. But the one thing that was very significant in his question and answer he did with us in Las Vegas last year, he shared that everyone should have at least 100 grams of gold in their possession in a time of crisis, because you just never know what might occur, and you need to have something immediately, readily available to you to secure yourselves and your family. So that's what's encouraged. Now, Carabal's International, you save 100 grams of gold, they'll deliver to you free. There's no shipping costs associated with 100 grams of classic gold. And then, of course, the more cash gold you have, the more pliable, the more tangible your efforts are wherever you are. So developing an emergency fund is good, because what would you be able to do? Well, when the dollar falls bust, you can barter with your gold. When the dollar falls bust, you can make purchases for the things, the products, goods, and services you may need with your gold. Everyone accepts gold. Okay, very clear. Now, let's move down to the other end of the legend, where cash gold in the digital form. What does it mean for us in our world of crypto? Well, We convert it to the KBC coin, which is the utility coin of our ecosystem. Utility means it's the working coin. It's the coin that bounces throughout our community, throughout our ecosystem, and as a result, builds our community. You know, so we always talk about how we don't spend, we circulate. We don't spend, we use. Well, what does it mean to circulate? You have a point of origin. Here's your point of origin. You got the cash gold and you move it within your community. And when you move it within your community, when it returns to you multiplied because it comes back with a plethora of compensation attached from fees that are drawn from the circulation in the community, from commissions that are drawn from how you've saved in gold, how you've traded in gold with your coins, and or how you saved and built a network. Remember, your network provides your net worth. But here's a situation where you understand, or not understand, but you can gather or gain tremendous cash flow. All right, so now, so cash gold, you convert it into your KBC coin. All right, when you convert into your KBC coin, you can trade along your exchange, or you can reinvest that coin into a UNV stable. Now, UNV is gold, folks. We are the only exchange that has UNV. We're the only exchange that has gold cryptocurrency. And we're the only ones in the world that can provide it in the way that we have. It was a tremendous platform yesterday to see Mr. Robert Kiyosaki and hear what he had to share. That full presentation is found on this channel. Subscribe to this channel, like the programming that you have here, please. It'll help all of us in the very, very near future, but it's available here. Now, what's beautiful to note, he made a statement, and in that statement yesterday, he talked about how, you know, his supplier of gold was out of stock, out of supply. Do you hear what we're saying? Jay Bullion and others, when you go and look at these bullion companies on the websites, and you look to, some people look to find out if they can get a better price. You can get a spot price, but you can't get a better deal. At any rate, they look at it, and when you go to process the order, it will tell you out of stock, not available. You can get plenty of silver, but you can't get the gold. Goldsilver.com is also out of gold. Everybody is on hold except Caraballs, folks. Everyone except Caraballs. Why? Because we have our own minds. We have our own system. And we have the world's only system of cash gold. And so that makes us the #1 provider, not just of this friendly transactional weight, but soon we're going to be the only provider of an entire system. Now, I know you've been hearing talk about what's coming for a long time. And I know you've been hearing about June. Well, congratulations. June hits next week. And there'll be things that'll be developing and happening in our world that you just really need to brace yourself for. Dr. Sykes promised in the turn of this year that every 6 to 8 weeks, there'll be another innovation. He has not failed us. And now you're about to see, we're all about to see what it is to have Carrot Pay on our blockchain. That's going to be extremely, extremely vital and important. You know, you'll find a confirmation coming out soon on the shipping and distribution of the WIM laptop computers. The phones have started to arrive for many people. Some of you haven't gotten yours yet. Sorry about that. I have the Jeff Shipley edition. You know, that's the one I named from Brother Jeff. He blessed me with his and one of his. And brother, I can't wait till you sign it. I'm gonna get one of those permanent markers so you can sign it as a Jeff Shipley edition. Okay, so with that being said, everything is in motion in a time where society financially is in peril. Our society, our world is not. So I want you to understand the power of what you have here as you look at that legend that Dr. Jerry provided. Greg Gary. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna rehearse it. Okay. and look at it, because it's pretty near correct from what Dr. Seiss and others have laid out. They didn't lay out all the nuances, but for what they did lay out and for what Dr. Gary understands, it's following this platform, and it's pretty near correct. So to convert to the UNV into the stable coin, what makes it stable? Gold. And our gold is deposited in our banks, right? Okay, we reinvest those earnings, or we can cash out through our prepaid MasterCard. Now, there was talk about the MasterCard. I'm gonna share that with you really quick. The MasterCard is still, it was suspended from ordering. So those who are new to the opportunity, you probably have another week or so before the updates and provisions are done, so you can order your prepaid MasterCard. It takes 2 weeks to create it. It takes 1 week to create it, 1 week to send out for delivery. So somewhere in another week, you will have it at the point that it opens up. Now, we had a provider, PFS, who did tremendous work in making sure that not only are the commissions in place, but they help to navigate how you load your card. If you want to load money onto the card from your banking institution to avoid all the fees and all that kind of stuff, they were very good at that. Here is where the issue came, where we had to separate, part the ways. We parted the ways because we have grown, and the countries that have now come on board, some of them cannot utilize the PFS services because there's not an agreement. So we had to go with another corporation, according to corporate, that would allow us to exercise the right to navigate with those newer countries that are coming online. We don't know all the countries that are coming. We do know out of the 184 countries that are registered in the world, we know there are more, but the world courts recognize 184 countries. We have 149 of those now. So there's more on the horizon. So understand, it's very difficult for many people to grasp what's going on because it's never happened before. But this is the beauty about being first. No one can come behind you and say they are. The beauty about being first is you're ahead of time because you've embraced the vision of another. And you've seen proof in just your limited time in this vision, whether it's been 6 years, whether it's been 9 years, whether it's been 9 minutes. You see the value of this program, and you know that it represents something that this world could never have given you. Okay. So the 90-day run will occur. It launches on the 26th of this month. Okay. And it will help to do all those things that you see on the screen based in the principle, rooted in the principle, in the secret of paying yourself first. Now, how do we become a part? You text 404-246-5708. This is open for everyone and anyone who wants to join this run. 404-246-5708. You will text your full name and email address, and you will include the message 90. All right, very important. Now, this is how it works and what it costs. Okay, the run dates are May 26th through August 24th. Those are your 90 days. Okay, what is required? A YouTube subscription. A YouTube subscription to this channel, Eric Ture Muhammad, plus $2 admits you into the class. Or if you don't want to subscribe, then a $5 USD admits you into the class. All payments are made via Cash App, and you see the Cash App on the screen, $ Eric Ture. The deadline for all payments is Monday, May 25th. So it's $2 plus a subscription to this channel, or $5 minus the subscription to this channel. And the deadline is Monday, and we launch Tuesday, May 26th at 6 p.m. Now, the first session is that Tuesday. Okay, that's 6 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to come through via a private Zoom link. So you're going to receive a link that allows you into the class. And as it allows you into the class, there are materials that will come out before then. Those materials will be issued on Sunday, no later than Sunday. There'll be materials issued for the first 30 days of the run. Okay, now the sessions will be conducted once per week. So every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, all sessions will be recorded and available to subscribers to the Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel only. That means if you subscribed and paid for the class, which is $2 and your subscription, then what happens is the recordings of the sessions will be made available to you. So that's, you know, we know that life goes on. You may not be able to be, you may not be available every Tuesday, but on those days that you're not, you will have your link that allows you to see and catch up to what went on in that particular class. There'll be updates. You know, there'll be dialogue between us. There'll be people who will visit us in and out of the 90 days to help navigate and encourage you on this road to wealth. Because what is it that we need? We need the dream, the desire, the determination, and the discipline. It's not something that just readily comes. You need to be working with people of like minds to make it happen. We are all wealth builders. We have a culture that we teach of how to build and amass wealth for the purpose of being remembered way down the road. Pardon me. Excuse me. So the that's what's required. Sanitizer here. Okay. So that's what's required. So what happens now? You if you're able to make the class, whether you're able to make the class or not, as a subscriber to the class, as a participant in the process, you're going to receive the link to each presentation, so you can go back to it, rehash, look over again, rewind as needed. You'll also find resources associated with those platforms that put you in contact with upline sponsors who have assisted in the construct of this class, and it's going to be phenomenal for you folks. Now, all sessions will be recorded and available to subscribers, of course, to the Eric Ture Muhammad YouTube channel only. That means if you paid your $5 and you weren't a subscriber, you're not going to receive the link. But if you pay $2 and subscribe to the channel, you'll get the link for each of the recorded platforms. All right. On May 24th, this Sunday, we'll begin emailing distributions of materials for the first 30 days of the run to wealth. The 90-day run to wealth is open to all ages, folks. All ages. Everyone needs to know how to build their future. Everyone, you know, and your future begins when you make the decision. So if you have an astute 3, 4, or 5-year-old who can control a pencil or paper, or will be as attentive to you as need be to study the process on how they can be wealthy at 5, a billionaire at 7, and their generation's already set, they're welcome. You see, every age group is welcomed, because this is the ultimate, as Mr. Jerry said, this is the ultimate retirement plan. He gave it to us best when he showed us this process here. When he showed us what it meant, trying to go back one here, I think it's stalling me just a little bit. When he showed us that asset revenue streams, this will produce a retirement strategy. A retirement strategy, folks. A retirement strategy. You see, the ability to plan your future is an imperative, where we may not have been able to do it in the past because we didn't know we had a future. We were just existing, basically going from job to job and job to school and school back to job and coming to the home life, going back. You know, we didn't control the power. We didn't have the narrative. Now that we've made the decision to go beyond the box, step outside the box, and create our own construct, we dream again. And we have desires for things that we want to do, that we're encouraging others to do now. And so you have this ability to literally plan your future. And your future is not immediate gratification, although there is some immediate needs that will be addressed through this process. But your future is to be remembered way down the road. Remember, our goal is that people, world is better because we came today. That's our goal. All right. So you understand that you just 404-246-5708. You provide your full name and email address with the message 90. Okay. And then get your Cash App on. Because if you subscribe to this channel, Eric Ture Muhammad, plus $2, it admits you into the class for the 90 days. Or if you decide you don't want to subscribe to the channel, that's okay. It's a $5 charge for admission into the sessions, into the 90-day run. And the run goes from May 26th through August 24th. Now, there are other modules that come up behind it. There will be other modules that come up behind it. And there'll be other platforms by which people can get on and participate. This platform is available for you first. So first session is Tuesday, May 26th at 6 p.m. Okay, that's Eastern. It's going to be a link that you're going to receive in your email address. Okay, you may get a reminder on your phone as a text. Okay, sessions will be conducted once per week, each Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're not available for the session, or even if you are, if you subscribed plus paid the $2, you are going to receive a recorded message, a recorded link rather, to the Tuesday session in the event that you were not available or you just want to replay it. But you have to be a subscriber to the channel in order to receive those links on a regular basis. All right. On Sunday, we will begin emailing or distributing the packages that are available that will assist you in this run. You're going to have a way to track and monitor your progress. That's your business. You can share what you like, but we are so encouraged and so excited about what's about to happen for all of us. And you just want to be in lockstep and ready and prepared. So continue to save your cash gold. That's vitally important. Continue to do your classic gold savings. That's vitally important. But the more cash gold you save and place on your in your e-wallet, the stronger your move will be in 8 weeks, because it takes 8 weeks before it's convertible to the stable coin. Man, I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready, because the opportunity is going to be so overwhelming. Having your plan now is just like digging your well before you need the water. All right. You're about to exercise the right of millionaires, some of you billionaires, but you need the mentality that goes along with that so you can preserve it, protect it, grow it. So everything that you found in the presentation of Mr. Kiyosaki yesterday, you can now find on this channel. It was uploaded yesterday almost immediately. There's a presentation here, a wealth building presentation also on this channel that you can share and use with people in the event that is outside of the times of 12 noon and 9 p.m. when we do the 6 days a week training. All right. But there are tools here on this channel, tools, and they're there for your use. And we are here for your use. So I appreciate your time. And of course, this is our Friday. Hot Rod Rodney Berger will be with us to do the power call at 10:45 a.m. Eastern, www.goldrocks.info. And then, of course, we have the 12 noon and 9 p.m. presentations today. Mr. Dante Taylor is 12 noon today. I believe Ms. Tanisha Glaspie is tonight at 9 p.m. I'm not quite sure. And then you have your cards for plugging in. We don't know for sure if we have a night of Ty and Mike. Let's talk with Mike and Ty. That may occur tonight, Friday. This is Friday, the 22nd. So be prepared for that. If it does happen, it's normally at 11 p.m. Eastern. We're very excited. So family, thank you for your time and opportunity. Thank you for working through the glitches. This will reload. It will upload on YouTube. On Facebook. It's already live on YouTube for you to review, but there's seemed to be a conflict between the Zoom and the Facebook platforms that didn't allow us to do it the way we normally do. but we always find a way to improvise and get the job done. So I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad. Peace and power. Oh, that's right. Kafani Radio tonight, 8 p.m. on Kafani Radio Facebook page. We have Collective Enlightenment, Wealth Conversation for the Masses. That's Sister L. Ruby Bay, Sister Work Hard, and all the team. They're going to be right there for us. And that'll be at 8 p.m. tonight on the Kafani Radio Facebook page. So you don't want to miss that. With that being said, thank you so much. It's been an honor. I'll see us all. Please remember your deadlines, $2 plus subscription to Cash App Eric Ture, $ Eric Ture, that's ERICTURE. And we look forward to representing to you the best of what we have so you can secure the best for your future. Peace and power.
I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll fight
for my brothers. We could go to war. Fighting for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. On my own, if you got to be his own, split you like you did alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each his own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 Let me holler at you for a minute, give you game. Real scrappy, love the bottom, Buddha bang. Trigger happy, and everybody in the game. You shot your family and didn't even know it, man. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, now they took him out the picture frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Why must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach them how to fight on the grass and in the class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. D1, football, we won. Now proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, light on. I fight like that, 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, then you know never to settle. I'm shooting common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. Fists on a t-shirt, youngins doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's strength in numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me. I fight like that. 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 I fight.
Family, I've just been informed I gave out incorrect information. The Cash App address is $ Ture, E-T-U-R-E, E-T-U-R-E. I'll see if I can make it available here so you can see it. Let's see if we can correct it. So it's E like Eric, T-U-R-E, E-T-U-R-E, Cash App, E-T, $ E-T-U-R-E. Thank you, Brother William Hafiz Bey, for bringing it to our attention. They made it known to me right away. All right, so peace and power. I'll see us all on the next live stream. Forward.